Hi everyone, I am the Tax Pro, and today we're going to talk about products and services within Wave. Now, Wave has some limitations when it comes to tracking products inventory in Wave's system, okay? So I'm going to touch base a little bit on that. In future videos, I'll go more in depth on those limitations and workarounds that you need to do in order to track inventory value within Wave. So let's first talk about adding products and services into Wave. There's a couple of different areas that we can go. So this is the dashboard when we first log in. If you drop down with sales and payments, you'll see that there is an area to add products and services, okay? This area is focusing more on the sales side, right? If you go under purchases, there is also a products and services tab. These are not the same, okay? These are separate areas. Let me show you what I mean by that. If we go into the sales and payments area, we click on products and services, you'll notice that there are products and services here, right? Now, if we go under purchases and we click on products and services, there are no products or services here. That is because we have added products and services to invoices, but we have not added products and services to bills, okay? So Wave tracks those separately. You can have Wave track them in both areas though. Let me show you how. So let's go back to the sales and payments area. So let's say that I want to buy a product and I'm going to sell it and I'm also going to buy it, okay? So let's say that we are going to purchase maintenance kits from a vendor, and then we're going to sell those maintenance kits to customers, okay? So I'm going to enter maintenance kits on the name. In the description, you can add a description if you'd like. I'm going to leave the price at 0. Actually, let's set it at, let's say $7.50. We are going to sell it. And then when we mark that we're going to sell this product, Wave wants to know what income account we want that connected to, right? So I'm just going to put it into sales. You could have a specific sales account, maybe for maintenance kits or for maintenance revenue, something along those lines. It just depends on what makes sense for you. And then I'm going to mark that we're going to buy it. Now Wave wants to know what expense account I want to put the maintenance kits in, okay? Every time I sell a maintenance kit, Wave is going to add to my sales, okay? Every time I buy a maintenance kit, Wave is going to add it to whatever account I select here, okay? So I could do like purchases, resale items. This is a default account that Wave put in there. Now, if I wanted to track inventory, inventory is technically an asset. So I would need to put an asset in here. I can get more in depth in a different video on an inventory workaround in Wave. Many small businesses do not need to track inventory for tax purposes. That does not mean that tracking inventory is not beneficial for a lot of businesses, okay? For tax purposes, many small businesses qualify for an exception to not have to track inventory. Okay, so for tax purposes in the US, many small businesses do qualify for an exception, which does not make them track inventory. Okay, so I could just put purchases, resale items, and then this will be expensed, okay? So if I save this here, I now have maintenance kits. I am selling these maintenance kits for $750. If I go into purchases and click on products and services, I also have maintenance kits right here, right? So if I go to invoice somebody for a maintenance kit, so let's just create an invoice. I'm just gonna pick a customer. I'm just gonna ignore all these steps up here, by the way. Obviously, if you're doing this, don't skip those steps, but I'm gonna put maintenance kit here. The price pops up as $7.50, okay? And then I can select tax, all that good stuff. I'm not gonna save this invoice. If I receive a bill, I don't have a bill here. Okay, so let's add a new vendor real quick. Let's do maintenance plus. It's just going to be our vendor. Okay, so if I have maintenance kits, it also puts the price at $7.50, right? So it is assuming that that price is what I'm buying it for and selling it for. In all reality, I'm not going to sell something that I've purchased for $750 to a customer for $750, right? So at some point in time, you're going to have to adjust either the price on a bill or on an invoice. But that's how you add a product that you're going to resell. Now, if I purchase this particular maintenance item here for $7.50, and then if I go and look at my reports and I look at my profit and loss, I'm going to have in here, this is that maintenance kit, okay? This $750. Obviously, this profit and loss is not a realistic profit and loss, right? I should mention that. There is no way that we brought in, $250,000 roughly, and we made a little less than that. This just looks wonky because this is not a real company, and I just do demos in here. So this is saying, oh, okay, we've purchased that $750 for that maintenance kit, right? So it's going straight to cost of goods sold on here. In reality, if we're following true accounting, when we purchase an item, it goes into inventory. It would not live on the profit and loss right away. It would actually go to the balance sheet. And then when we sell that item, we would move it from an asset, inventory, on the balance sheet to a cost of goods sold account, like what it sits right here. Okay. It is sitting here because Wave is going to put purchases of items into an expense account when you purchase it, unless when you add these items, unless you have an inventory account right here. Okay, so I'll show you that workaround in a different video. Long story short, if you want to add products or services, you can do so either under the Sales and Payments tab, Products and Services, or under the Purchases, Products and Services. Purchases, Products and Services tab is going to only show you those items that you have marked that you buy this. And then the Sales and Payments, Products and Services tab is only going to show you items that you say you sell this. Okay? If you check both, it will show up in both categories. That is all I have for today. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to drop a comment and I will do my best to answer them. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time.